round and round. It's the kind of combination puts you 6 feet down. I got 4-round Wranglers and a pearl snap shirt. I'm spitting out blood in the Texas dirt. This ain't no kind of living, well man with sense, but I ain't never been accused of watching on a fence. I'd rather ride on lightning than bleed into the night. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side, 'cause I'm a cowboy. Some dusty chaps, $48 and a Stetson hat. But there's 2 more rounds of rank bulls to ride, and I'll be worth a lot more when I leave tonight. But it ain't about money, it comes from deep inside. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side, 'cause I'm a cowboy. Got a few from bulls and 2 or 3 from bars, but that's the price I pay for fighting through the pain. They ain't never been a pussy, make the Hall of Fame, come on. They ain't Jim Sharp, I ain't Chris Ledoux. I'm just a Carolina kid with an attitude. It was born to rock, born to ride, born to raise hell on a Friday night. I'd rather ride on light than bleed into the night. So go and open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side, 'cause I'm a cowboy. Yeah, I'm a cowboy.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UltimateDirtTV. Tonight on the program, it is the prelude to the Gobbler 100, thanks to TyBTV and Team Victory Lane Racing. Tonight, the Dirt Street Stocks tackle Barbersville, Florida, the Volusia Speedway Park in a 50-lap main event. Later on to come, Brett Wheeler joined alongside Alex Robinson. And Alex, it's Gobbler time, baby. Although this is the prelude, there's a lot of money up on the line for tonight.
A lot of money, or that guaranteed starting spot in the A main, whichever one the winner chooses here. Top 5, there's money on the line. But what would you do, Brett Wheeler, if, there's a lot of guys here that are signed up for the Gobbler, but if you get that chance, do you take the $100 or do you get the shot of starting in the A main?
You know what? I would actually take the money and then try and qualify, because you could always use this as a practice event going forward to the Gobbler next week. Now, before we go any further, of course, we do want to thank everybody for joining us here on UltimateDirtTV, live across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, but also live on the TeamVLR.com Facebook page. At the moment, there will be no overlays on screen. SDK are having an issue, so therefore, all we can do is tell you who's in what car. Alex, it might be a little bit harder for you, but if I give you the link, it should you should be able to see who's in what car, or majority. Either way, you should know who's in what car anyway. But yeah, again, no overlays on screen at the moment. But qualifying, Alex, the prize money tonight, as you said, $100 to the winner, or a guaranteed starting position in next week's Gobbler 100 right at the back of the field. It's up to them. Second place will grab $80. Third place, $70. $65 for fourth. $60 for fifth. $55 for sixth. $50 for seventh. $45 for eighth. $40 for ninth. And $35 for running top 10, Alex. I mean, still, it's not a bad way, when you think about it, to get some money here on Sim Racing.
Oh, absolutely. As you know, VLR known for their two biggest events, the Spring Fling and the Gobbler. Two of the biggest events, if not the biggest events, here on the iRacing server. And Brett Wheeler, we get to cover this one. And, you know, again, we got some notable heavy hitters, Evan C., Blake Majulis, Alex Bergeron, all signed up. But then you have those underdog stories, you know. Carl Kilgore runs these street stocks on a daily basis here. He might be one to keep your eye out on. There's a few, but like we said, Evan C., heavy hitter. We never thought we'd see him in a sprint car. Got his first ever Pro Series World of Outlaw win just a few hours ago yesterday. So you never know who's going to shine in these street stocks.
Put it this way, Alex. You take a look at the first two winners in that Sprint Car World Championships. Happen to be Blake Majulis and Evan C., two noticeable late model drivers. There was a number of sprint car drivers saying that the late model guys couldn't handle being in a sprint car, and they told them to come and race some sprint cars, and look what they've done. So hats off to those guys to getting the job done in the opening 2 weeks of the series. But again, it's all about the dirt street stocks here at Team Victory Lane Racing over the next couple of weeks, as qualifying is wrapped up, and I'm what I would normally getting ready to show you the finishing results. There won't be any of that one, but I'm going to have a look here. 8 laps, top 4, 5 heat races, Alex. It's a fair bit of racing to go. I'm not sure whether you got that link or not.
It will not load for me.
Okay, didn't think so. All right, Zane Yost and Carl Jarrett from position number 1 and 2. Davin Carbo, Howard Weaver out of positions 3 and 4. Ryder Cantillo, Eric Eichstadt out of positions 5 and 6. William Hargraves, Austin Hunter out of positions 7 and 8. Billy Northcutt, Jacob Todd, 9th and 10th. Brayson Riddle, Dylan Hanson, along with Kevin Dedman. I got to say, Alex, I don't know if you were listening to the opening part of the intro here, where we've been playing, obviously, the new breed, Welcome to My House. We changed it up a bit. We actually got given permission to play some new songs. Happens to be from Kevin Dedman and his band Dirty Grass Souls. So make sure you check out Dirty Grass Souls on Facebook and on their YouTube channel. They're putting out some fantastic videos and fantastic songs, and we're just so glad that we're able to change it up here on Ultimate TV.
You know what? That group has been phenomenal. Actually, that's like part of my morning routine, listening to Dirty Grass Soul, as it makes my day. It really does. And it's always, great to hear them. And to start a racing night, it's always, it uplifts you real quick. But Brett Wheeler, there's one thing to note as well. The Gobbler was sold out within hours of tickets being sold. But tonight is also sold out.
5 heats, 13 cars, or 12 and 13 cars. So again, we're still looking at 60-odd cars signed into the pit area here tonight, as we're getting ready, and we get to see some of the nice new paint schemes on that one. And just take a look at that Ripple number 93 machine. That is Zane Yost, Carl Jarrett on the outside of the front row. And then you got the 7 in the 07. Well, they're back to front. Davin Caldwell alongside Howard Weaver. Ryder Cantillo in the 13. Eric Eichstadt in the 12. William Hargraves the 71. Austin Hunter. Then you go back to Billy Northcutt. The 95 of Jacob Todd. The 96 of Brayson Riddle. And you go to Dylan Hanton, and there is the man, the myth, the legend himself in that zero machine of Kevin Dedman. He always brings out a nice looking hot rod, the Orange Blossom.
It's Kevin Dedman looking to secure not only a spot into tonight's A main, but a chance for that $100. Some nice prize money here. You know, that's more than some people make in a day.
Yeah, just trying to do the math here. Yeah, Alec, you're the math guy. 180, 250, 370, 380, 470, 480. Nearly $600 on offer. Up for grabs, just at a quick math. I think it's about $590 or something like that. But here we go. Green flag is out. Zane Yost in that Ripple machine. Now look at Davin Caldwell looking on the inside there on Kyle Jarrett. We're going to go 3 wide down the back straightaway. Weaver and Cantor up on the inside there. As Weaver going to move into position number 3. Alex top 4 going straight through to the main event.
The legend of Howard Weaver sits in that third spot right now in that 07. You have Cardwell up there in second, looking to the inside there, not going to get there. And you see 3 wide back there, some contact, but with these cars, expect it here. Clean racing still going on those top 3 there, but here's that battle for 4th.
Yeah, the battle on for position number 4 and 5 at the moment. Ryder Cantillo in that number 13 machine. Carl Jarrett in the 45. Meanwhile, there's a challenge on for the race lead. Davin Caldwell looking to the inside on Zane Yost again. Guys, as was already said, we do apologise that there are no overlays on the screen. It is out of our control. There is an issue with the timing software that hopefully will be rectified from SDK themselves. So just bear with us on that one. We'll still bring you the best action we get to see here week in and week out. Now look at William Hargraves in the 71 machine looking to the inside there on Kyle Jarrett. Jarrett in the 45 machine. This is your battle for the transfer spot, Alex.
Hargraves on the inside there, that famous blue and orange checkered on the tires there, that 71. That is Hargraves. He's going to slide up in front, give the transfer spot so far to that 71 of William Hargraves. And side-by-side action still. Hargraves goes up top. 2 more competitors there. That looks like Cantillo right behind as well. Yeah,
Cantillo in the 13 machine. Eric Eichstadt in the number 12. Working down into turn 1 and 2 again. Davin Caldwell looking for the race lead. Where do you look, Alex? There's battles all over the racetrack. This big half a mile. You got a battle on for the race lead between Zane Yost, Davin Caldwell. Will they rub door panels? No, they're going to keep it off one of each other. Though, there we go. There's a bit of rubbing. But it's still Zane Yost leading the way.
Yost and Cardwell battling it out there. There's Hargraves still trying to get into a transfer spot here for tonight's A-main event. Cantillo there battling it out as well. Again, street stocks going at it here at Volusia. And again, this track is known for some good racing down in Florida.
Walking back into turn number 1 and 2 this time by. It's still Zane Yost got it by half a car length over Davin Caldwell. In that number 70 machine, Caldwell looking to the inside. He hit the inside wall. Buddy, that does not move. That opens up the door right now for Howard Weaver. The checkers are out. That was 3 wide coming to the line, Alex. Oh, my. A big one there as we come to the checkers. I have no idea who won that one. I think Howard Weaver may have just gotten it. And, well, unfortunately for us, we cannot bring up the results. But what I can do is I can go and bring you heat race number 2 lineup. Alex, if you just check your messages, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the lineup as well. So heat number 2 on screen. Again, 8 laps to distance. Alex Bergeron lines up out of position number 1. Cruz Cordell lines up out of position number 2.
You might have to do
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll keep going with it. Carl Kilgore will start out of position number 3. Position number 4 will be Desmond Busby. Lane Phillips starts out at position number 5, and Dylan Simmons starts position number 6. Brett Rolls from position number 7. Christopher Hill lining up out of position number 8. Jim Revis out of position number 9. Will Bridge position number 10. Then we go back to Joey Durbin, position number 11, and position number 12. It is Joshua Thomas. You know what's also hard, Alex? Trying to calculate or trying to keep an eye on how many laps we have done.
That's difficult here as is Alex Bergeron just a bland little car there tonight.
Yeah.
He might be hiding something for later on next week.
Maybe. Maybe. Alex is the 55 of Cruz Cordell. Carl Kilgore in the 21 machine. Desmond Busby in the 82. 47 on timing screen if we get that ever fixed up. Lane Phillips, the 29. Dylan Simmons outside row 3 in the number 33 machine. The 17 of Brett Rolls. Christopher Hill in the 5. Jim Revis in the 57. Always puts out some good paints. Oh, Jim Revis in that Evil One Graphics 57 entry, the 61. Pennzoil entry of Will Bridge. Joey Durbin, the 55, followed by Joshua Thomas. We get set for heat race number 2. We're set for a start. Bergeron and Cordell waiting for the green flag to drop.
Flag is out. Alex Bergeron going to go right to the bottom side here. Cordell and Kilgore going side by side there. Battle for the second spot there. The 55 and 21. That Team Dirt Panda 55. That's Cruz Cordell right there on the back bumper of Alex Bergeron to conclude lap number 1.
Oh, we're going to go 3 wide for the race lead. Look at the 21 of Carl Kilgore working to the inside there. Cordell working in second position now. Going to get shuffled back to position number 3. Here comes Desmond Busby to the inside. Now again, he'll make it 3 wide on the entry now. It'll be 2 wide. Will we see 3 wide again? Alex, we're seeing a number of 3 wide action early on in tonight's Prelude to the Gobbler 100.
3 wide action going on here. That 55 of Cordell. There you see again Kilgore. It looks like Busby as well, all battling it out right there as 3 wide going into turn 3 and 4. Alex Bergeron has a comfortable advantage on the top side there. 3 wide there, 2 behind him, and then you see 3 wide back there in the battle in the back. So again, tough racing here, but 4 wide you see behind him.
Again, Alex, where do you look here at the Volusia Speedway Park? The Dirt Street Stocks turning it on the Prelude to the Gobbler. $600 purse. Cross flag sticks are out. 4 down, 4 remaining here in heat race number 2 of 5. And then don't forget, we'll go preliminary action. But right now, Bergeron still leads the way from Cordell. Desmond Busby moves into position number 3 in that 50 and the 82 machine. Carl Kilgore in the 21. Here comes Lane Phillips in the 29. But looking back to the inside, Kilgore, well, he's showing all of the right side romance. We've got a car around. We might just be going yellow. We are going yellow. Dylan Simmons in the entry. And, well, I don't think Carl Kilgore's too happy with Desmond Busby as he really showed that right side some romance.
Cars are getting a little feisty here, and again, the top 4, Alex Bergeron on the top side there was untouched for those last few laps as Cordell, Kilgore, Busby, as here is your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Again, you see the battle in the back there, not letting up, and just, ooh. It's turned around, does the 33.
So that was at, I believe, there was 4 down and 4 to go. And we'll get these drivers lined up into rows of 2x2 once again. And we will start the back half of the second heat race of the evening here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Again, we do apologise about the no overlays on the screen. All we can do at the moment is tell you who's in which driver and where they're running. And well, let us know. We've got the Facebook feeds. We've got all of the chats open. So it's nice to see Platzi, nice to see iRacing iFlag joining us, along with J-Dub, Eric Dorsey, Dustin Sizemore, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Did you know it's still all his fault, Alex?
Oh, I knew it was all Sizemore's fault.
One day it's not going to be his fault.
No, that's when you blame me for something.
Ah, so the hashtag blame Alex should be back out then. Yeah, great chat. Yeah, great.
I didn't say it today.
Great.
I didn't say it was that today.
Chat. Here we go. Back to green. Bergeron, Cordell. We're back underway. I think we've got about 4 laps left to run here at Volusia. Heat number 2. Kilgore to the inside on Cordell. Cordell holds off. Oh, Cordell going to go around. And there goes the 55 machine. We are yellow. So even Platzi said hashtag still blame Alex.
Oh, it always is. But what a tough break there for the 55 of Cruz Caudill. That, that top 4 was feisty from the get-go. Oh, he is.
It's crab walking.
Yeah.
He's got all of the damages, all the damages, depending on if you're Japan or not. Do you know how to Japan yet, Alex?
No.
No?
Not at all.
Do you want to learn how?
Not really.
Oh, okay. Well, that's such a shame. Yes. Just, yeah, I agree, Platzi. We should let him know, Alex, as per the Power Plat's presentation, that he can't actually park there on the back straightaway. And, yeah, Car Kilgore being sent to the rear.
So this should make it a little more interesting now for those top 4 spots here. Alex Bergeron, of course, still your race leader here. But now let the top 4 behind them change with Caudill. I think he's in the pits. Yep. And Carl Kilgore in the pits now. So that 29 machine is going to start in the third spot, sorry.
Busman. So it'll be Bergeron, Busby, Phillips, and Durbin. The restart order for your top 4. I believe the lights will go out, and that indeed they are. So we are set for a restart. Heat race number 2, the prelude to the Gobbler 100, the 14th annual Gobbler 100 presented by TyBTV. Next Tuesday night, Alex, there'll be 2 servers plus the main event server. 100 laps around Volusia. Dylan Howes has won the last 2. Can he make it 3 in a row? Can he look for that 3-peat, Alex? We'll have to wait and find out next week. But here we go, heat number 2. Getting set to lead us back to the green flag. And it will be the 55 or the 59. That guy out in front is Alex Bergeron. And we're back underway with about 3 to run.
Bergeron right there in front, as now you see Busby, Phillips, and Durbin going at it here. Those 3 hold on to the final 3 spots here, but watch out behind him, the 22 machine there, as, oh boy, we're going 2 by 2 in the back. White flag in the air. Well,
it was a green-white checker, your favourite part of the night, Alex, as the white flag is out. 1 to run for Bergeron. He'll have 2 left-hand turns to go. A little bit of a bit of wait till we get down into turn number 3 and 4. These cars are not the fastest. The checkers are out. Bergeron will get the win. Busby home in 2nd. Phillips in 3rd. Joey Durbin 4th. And those will be your 4 cars going to the 50-lap show later on tonight. As again, no heat race results coming up on screen, so you just have to go with it. Do you want me to send you the... Yeah, I'll still send you the drivers. That way you've at least got something to go off. But Evan C lines up the 33 from position number 1. Position number 2 will be Tyler Jackson in that 822 machine. There is Evan C. Jordan Gage rolls off out of position number 3. Gerald Miller lining up out of position number 4. Matthew Selby, the 4-Link Motorsports 46, will start position number 5. And Jesse Wall in the 2 will start position number 6. Gavin Basinga lines up out of position number 7. Justin Smith will start position number 8. Tristan Sykes will start position number 9. Old Fergie, Chris Ferguson, will start from position number 10. Then we go back to Tyler Berry in the 500, position number 11. And Scott Holmes in position number 12. Chris Ferguson, Alex, along with Matt Selby, Jordan Gage, Tyler Jackson, Evan C. Should be a good heat race.
Should be a good heat race. I actually just saw a picture of Fergie's nice new rig setup that he got. So, let's see. Is the rig just nice, or is it good for driving too? We'll find out when he goes to the green flag here.
I know the answer to that one, Alex.
Do you?
Yeah. Do you want to hear it?
Sure, why not?
Yes.
Oh.
I set you up for that one. Oh, by the way, Platty said good chat.
Oh, always a good chat with him. But Brett Wheeler.
Alex Robinson.
Have you looked at some names that are signed up that are not here, or I think what you might see here tonight still?
You know what? To be honest, I have not had a look at the list of names.
Ryan Underwood signed up for the Gobbler, as well as Keith Hackney. The Devin Morgan also signed up. That's a few names. Damian Kiefer as well. We'll rattle off some more names, get you a little more excited, and see what big name will come home with a big check at next week's Gobbler. But Evan C. going to lead us to the green flag of heat race number 3.
Heat race number 3 of 5 here at the Volusia Speedway Park. Evan C. leads them down into turn number 1 and 2. Tyler Jackson in that gold machine. That is a very, very nice looking race car. Look at Jordan Gage working to the inside in the number 10 machine. Then you go back to Gerald Miller in the 13 in position number 4. Look out, there's some contact in the back of the bus. We complete lap number 1 and Gage trying to work over Tyler Jackson for that second position. But now here comes Miller once again. Selby meanwhile battling with Jesse Wall just to the right of your screen. This time by 2 down and 6 to go.
Jordan Gage, Gerald Miller, watch Matthew Selby here. He's gotten some speed on him in the past few months. Can he lock into this A main event? Goes to the inside here. Side by side, they go 2 by 2. Little contact made, but give it to the 46 of Matthew Selby out of turn number 1 and 2. Now chasing down Jordan Gage here, 3 wide behind him as well. Tyler Jackson catching up to that 33 Evan C.
Well, Jesse Wall on the outside looking into position number 5. And then you go back to Justin Smith and Gerald Miller in positions number 6 and 7. Tristan Sykes in the 99 machine working back into position number 8. 4 down, 4 to run this time by for your race leader, Evan C. from Tyler Jackson. Here comes Jordan Gage again, closing in on Jackson. Very slick and off right through the middle of the racetrack, Alex. It'll be a case of who's going to make it stick up on the top side, but we know, and these drivers will know, they'll be certainly doing some testing later on. Once this track gets slick like this, Alex, it all comes back down to right where Jordan Gage is, not so much right on the bottom, but not through the middle as well. Kind of like the middle bottom as we go 3 wide for the final transfer spot.
That's Selby. There's Jesse Wall in the mix as well. There, Wall going to have those 2 nosed out by into turn 3 and 4. That 2 machine goes to the middle of the track. Selby up top here. Battle for your final transfer spot. Jesse Wall still holds on.
I believe a couple of laps left to run for Evan C. Tyler Jackson, Jordan Gage are going 1, 2, and 3. We're still watching Jesse Wall hold on to that final transfer position. They should get the white flag this time by Gerald Miller. Matthew Selby again on the outside looking in. Keep an eye on Barter, the iRacing flag. When he waves that white flag like he just don't care.
Here we go. Battle on for this final transfer spot. Wall has him out of turn number 2. Here we go. Aerial coverage down the back chute into turn 3 and 4. Side by side they go. Evan C. takes home heat race number 3. Tyler Jackson, Jordan Gage, who has him at the line. Drag race to the line. Ooh. I gotta lean on you for that one.
I'm going to say Jesse Wall, but really not confident in that one. Not confident at all. So, heat number 4 getting set to roll off, and I'll send you this lineup, and I'm going to go through heat number 4. Starting grid, Devin Morgan lines up the 44 from the 112 from position number 1. Dustin Hennigan lines up at a position number 2. James Stockton will start from position number 3. Jake Huckabee lining up at a position number 4. David Blackberg lines up at a position number 5, and Scott Fritz will start position number 6. Logan Romney will start position number 7. Paul Mulrain at a position number 8. Position number 9 will be Ryan Stillwell, and position number 10, Brian Zimmerman. Then we go back to Kyle Wallace out of position number 11, and Kevin Forcier out from position number 12. Surely you feel the power.
Oh, absolutely. I always do, and I always will.
Oh, always do, always will. Wow. You're really throwing it out there. You're really feeling the power, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I am.
You still clap your hands and shake your head?
Absolutely.
And dance like no one's watching?
Yep.
Can we get that shown on the live stream?
No, we cannot.
What do you mean?
If Chris Ferguson makes the A-main of the Gobbler, then yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to automatically put him as a 25th starter then. So he's made the A-main, so now you must do it.
Well, that's just not fair. He has to run.
No, you just said Chris Ferguson, as long as he makes the A-main. Well, now he's now officially going to start the A-main.
Here here we go with the technicality.
Oh, yeah, always a good technicality guy, Alex.
Heat race number 4 is green here. Devin Morgan leads us into turn number 1 and 2. That 112 machine goes up top here. Battle already on in the back there for that 4th and final transfer spot, held on by that 16 right now of David Blackburn.
Yeah, Blackburn in the 16, James Stockton running in position number 5. In fact, to the outside, Stockton in the 99, the 7 of Logan Romney. Again, we watch this battle on for the final transfer position. Just 8 short laps around the Volusia Speedway Park. We're completing lap number 2 as Devin Morgan continues to lead the field from Dustin Hennigan, Jake Huckabee, and David Blackburn. That's your top 4 as it stands. There is a battle on for between, I think, Zimmerman and Stillwell as they work side by side through turn number 1 and 2. But that battle right there is for positions number 7 and 8.
As you see everywhere, like we said in heat race number 1, nothing has changed here through heat race number 4. Everyone's still battling it out here. Contact made, 2 cars spun around in turn 3 and 4 as we stay green for the moment being.
Yeah, I'm very surprised to see that we're still green, but again, we'll let race control deal with what he's got to deal with. Another lap in the books this time by, I believe. We're going to be 4 down, 4 to run here in heat race number 4. Your leader is still Devin Morgan from Dustin Hennigan. Now here comes Huckabee to the inside. Those cars, they look very, very similar. They might be team cars.
Team cars, it might be indeed. As I think, yeah, it looks like it because the only difference is there's a J on one of them.
Yep.
But they're both looking sharp here, sitting 2 and 3 there as they're trying to chase down that 112, of Devin Morgan.
Now, speaking of a 16, that is David Blackburn in that 4th and final transfer position. Just to the right of your screen, you're watching Jake Huckabee in the number 18 J machine, then Dustin Hennigan in the 18. We continue to watch Barney the iRacing flagman. I believe we're on 2 laps left to run, so a mile to go around the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. It is the prelude to the Gobbler 100, the 14th annual Turkey Gobbler. They don't even call it Turkey anymore. The Gobbler 100 presented by TyBTV and Team Victory Lane Racing. White flag is out, 1 to go.
112 machine has led since the get-go. Devin Morgan out of turn number 1 and 2, down the back chute into turn 3 and 4, goes to the bottom side, see what's there, and it looks like he'll hold on. Devin Morgan parks it in victory lane here for heat race number 4.
That was Hennigan home in 2nd, Huckabee 3rd. And David Blackburn in position number 4. Romney, Zimmerman, Stockton, Stillwell, Mulrain, Forcier, Fritz, and Wallace to complete heat number 4. We've still got no overlays just yet. Again, once we do have confirmation of the overlays, we will throw them up on screen. So please bear with us. But again, it is beyond our control. Heat number 5. Getting set to line up on to the racetrack, and the 69 of Keith Hackney will start position number 1. Gage Martinez, the bang banger, the big bang. He's the bang banger of all bang bangers. Will start position number 2. Ethan Total lines up out of position number 3. Cody Myers will start position number 4. Lyndon Whitfield out of position number 5. Clifford Bellamy will start position number 6. Richie Yo's from position number 7. Sheldon Oberly out of position number 8. Justin Johnson lines up at a position number 9. Brendan Mounts lines up at a position number 10, followed by Charles Barnes and Trent Beeve to make up your 12 cars in heat race number 5. The Bang Banger champion. Look at him. He's ready to go, mate. Gage Martinez.
The real question is, does that just cement him automatically as one of the favorites to win the Gobbler, as these are his kind of cars?
Absolutely. Of course he is. Yeah, just getting some messages. These are absolutely the Bang Bangers. It's very popular too, Gage Martinez. Heat number 5, Alex, 10 laps. Make that 8 laps on the board. Top 4 will go through to the A main, and it'll be 50 laps for the A main later on tonight. $600 purse. The winner will have a choice of $100 or a guaranteed starting position in the Gobbler 100 feature event next week. We're Green Flag Racing, and while it was a battle of the 69s, Gage Martinez, the second of those 69s, running back there in second spot. He's now got Ethan Toner looking to the inside, and the number 23 machine, Cody Myers, in the 55, holding down the fourth and final transfer spot.
Ethan Toner holding the bottom side there. Gage Martinez up top, that's 69. As you see, there's a picture of Gage Martinez right there on the front hood of that car, holding the top side, him and Hackney. Then you have Toner and you have Myers sitting there side by side for your third spot.
Well, Martinez closing in on your race leader of Hackney. Again, it's the battle of the 69s. Well, who's going to be the first car to get denied and have to do a U-turn at 70? We'll find out. Hackney, Martinez, 1 and 2. Hackney above the slick racing line on the exit there of turn number 4. And I think that's about 3 down with 5 laps left to run.
Battles continue on. Hackney holds on to the race lead here. Martinez, then it is Myers and Toder, still your top 4 here as Toder looks to go to the bottom. Here you see 4 cars, 5 cars making the whole field coming after Ethan Toder here in that 4th and final spot.
Well, at the moment, he's got probably a car, maybe 2 car lengths now over Lyndon Whitfield and the 21 as they go 3 wide down the back straightaway. The 002 machine, Clifford Bellamy, Lyndon Whitfield and Richie Yost in the 29. Yost trying to work it right through the middle of the racetrack, and you can see just to the right of your screen, Martinez closing in on your race leader right now, down into turn number 1 and 2. Hackney on the top side, Martinez on the bottom side, Myers, Toder right there, coming to turn number 3 and 4. This time we will see, I think, the white flag. Nope, 2 to go.
Martinez goes bottom side here. Hackney holds middle. Here comes Toder. Here comes Myers. Myers to the outside now, trying to get by Gage Martinez in the 69 machine. Side by side they go, making almost 3 wide contact between Toder, Martinez. Martinez going to save it here, but make it 3 wide. Battle on for the second spot. Give it to Myers.
Myers has got it down into turn number 1 and 2. Work on the top side of the racetrack. Martinez back to position number 4. It's still Hackney, your race leader. Martinez by Toder. 3 and 4. Checkers getting set to wave here at Volusia. Checkers are out. Hackney, Myers, Toder and Martinez. Those 4 drivers going to your 50-lap main event. And that is heat racing action done. I'm going to have a look here in just a moment, see what happens. So we're going preliminary action at D, C, and a B. So we'll have 10, 12, and 14, and we'll take the top 4 from those ones. So this is your D main right now, and there is 16 cars getting set to do battle here at Volusia. Starting from position number 1, it's Billy Northcutt. Position number 2, Car Kilgore. Position number 3, Chris Ferguson. Position number 4, Kevin Forcier. Position number 5, Justin Johnson. Brayson Riddle will start position number 6. Cruz Cordell lines up at position number 7. Tyler Berry will start position number 8. Scott Fritz will start position number 9. Trent Beeve at a position number 10. Kevin Dedman will start position number 11. Brett Rolls, position number 12. Position number 13, Scott Holmes. At position number 14, Cole Wallace. Brendan Mounts, position number 15. And Dylan Hanson will start from the 16th starting position. Alex, all 16 cars made the call for the D main. This is the D main on screen right now.
You got to think here, Northcutt, Kilgore, 2 guys, Cruz Caldo as well. Guys who run these street stocks very well. We talked about Kilgore in the beginning of the broadcast. He's one to keep your eye on throughout this whole event, especially going into next Tuesday. Northcutt, underdog here, possibly. Chris Ferguson, I can't wait to see what he got here. That CFM Esports, they got him a setup, and I want to know how well it's going to run. We'll see if it's the setup or if it's the driver here in this D main.
Now, I believe, again, this is all just all speculation. I believe that the reason and why he was waiting on stuff might have been Evan C. So maybe Evan C. was just a little too scared of getting Chris Ferguson set up. Again, not entirely true, but again, just speculation at the moment. Here we go. 10 laps on the board for your D main. Top 4 going through. We are racing here at the Volusia Speedway Park. The Dirt Street Stocks, the Prelude to the Gobbler.
Northcutt leads us out of turn number 1 and 2 here. Kilgore, as you saw, Ferguson got a great jump, but now Kilgore takes back the second spot. Here comes Ferguson once again, gonna slide up the raceway a little bit, side-by-side battle for the race lead. That's Northcutt and Kilgore. Kilgore has him at the line, the 21-0 machine. That's Billy Northcutt, Car Kilgore. There you see already battle for that third spot between Ferguson, looks like Forcier.
Cordell.
Oh, Cordell.
Cordell in the
Already
55.
Already up there into that third spot, but still battles on here for that race lead. A lot of problems in turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, the big one. Just as we completed lap number 2, so we'll have still 8 laps left to run now. Unfortunately, again, due to the no timing software, we are unable to bring you the drivers and names on screen. What we might be able to do, if it lets me, is bring up this, although it might take just a few seconds. It is the replay. So Dedman there with 4 wide there, and sometimes Alex 5 wide there. Oh, poor old Kevin Dedman. Ouch, Kevin, mate. Unfortunately, you are not allowed to park. You can't park there. Rolls out. Dedman out. Trent Beeve out. That leaves 13 cars. Kevin Forcier in the 97 machine. Just rolling there at the back. Tough break for Kevin Dedman. Again, check out Dirty Grass Souls on Facebook and YouTube and all the social media pages. Give them likes, shares, follows, and support the people that put out some wonderful, wonderful songs. And we're so very privileged and proud to have those guys and playing their music here on UltimateDirtTV. Hashtag blame Alex.
I didn't do it.
No, sorry, Bartholomew Simpson.
Yeah, I'll just great chat that one.
Yeah, all of the great chats. But you can't great chat. I actually spoke to you. That's a great chat, Alex.
There it is.
Yeah, you need to stop with all these great chats. I don't think I can handle it for the rest of the night. As we go back to green, I believe we're 2 down, 8 to run in tonight's D main. Slide job by Ferguson on Northcutt. Northcutt along with Cruz Cordell, thinking about making it 3 wide down the back straightaway. This is your battle for 2, 3, and 4 right now. Ferguson drifting way upstairs, and I believe the yellow is out.
Great news there for Billy Northcutt, as he will not lose his spot. For Chris Ferguson, you got to be dreading this caution right now, because you had second in the bag. You would have restarted on the outside there, but looks like Northcutt might get his spot back. I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Looks like Ferguson's going to stick there in second, but Alex, it's not always the case, because if third place gets to the line, if they get to the start-finish line before second does, that technically puts them into second place.
Valid.
I've got all of the valid points. I think I've been around the block once or twice.
I think so.
Definitely not running, though.
No.
Hey,
Right.
2 things. 21st birthday last week. How was that?
Phenomenal.
And then on that same weekend, I want to say you picked up some foosball championship.
That was the week. Yeah, that was. So Saturday night we picked that foosball championship up.
Yep.
Monday, that coming Monday was my 21st. And then my lovely mug was on ESPN Saturday.
Yeah, I won't repeat what Steve McMillan said.
Yeah, we don't need to repeat that one.
Yeah, that was all sorts of wrong on so many levels, and again, that's something that you probably shouldn't be putting out there on social. But hey, you got on ESPN. How good was that? Although you're only on there for what? How long?
A few seconds.
Yeah, story of my life.
Look, how many of us can say we were on ESPN?
Oh, I can say Alex was.
Exactly.
All right, 3 down, 7 to run in D main competition. Oh, I think we might have. I'm going to let you take this. I'm just going to read stuff.
Here we go. 3 wide, going at it. Caudell, Northcutt, and Ferguson. Ferguson on the top side there. Northcutt around. Caution flag is out.
Hang on, Alex. I'm just trying to. Oh, this is going to be all sorts of dangerous. Browser source. Don't make it visible. Paste. Pasty white guy. It's transformed to fit the screen. Oh, okay. Did you see what I just had there, Alex?
No, I cannot see.
Hang on. Oh, no, you won't be able to.
Yeah, your other one's not loading, so I'm on your live.
Why is that showing 2?
But Carl Kilgore, Chris Ferguson, Cruz Caudell, that is your top 3 here. Tough break for Billy Northcutt here in your D main. Remember, we still got a C main, a B main, and an A main to conclude the action here for the Prelude to the Gobbler 100, coming to you live next Tuesday from Volusia Speedway Park in Barberville, Florida.
Hey. Guess what I just got?
Uh-oh.
Actually, hang on. I'm going to. Okay, so I'm going to change my thing on Discord. I'm going to share and change this. Yeah, you know what? It's okay. We'll go with it. See? We got a workaround. So now the people will have the timing and scoring on the screen. And it is D main. Lap number 4 is in the books still. 6 laps left to run here at the Volusia Speedway Park. It is the Prelude to the Gobbler. Right now it's Kilgore, Ferguson, Caudell, 1, 2, 3, and Tyler Berry in the 4th and final transfer position. There's a battle on between Caudell and Ferguson down into 1 and 2. And here comes Berry looking to the outside on Ferguson.
Berry and Ferguson going at it here. That's for your 3rd spot. Berry on the outside, Ferguson on the inside here. Side by side going out of turn number 4. Here comes Fritz. Here comes Mounts. Sitting 3 wide now for that transfer spot. Fritz, Berry, Mounts going at it here for the 4th spot.
Well, Berry and Fritz in the 48. Fritz in the 48. Berry the 500. There is Mounts in the 14 down into 3 and 4. Working on 7 complete. 3 laps left to run here in the first of 3 last chance qualifiers. If you don't make it through this one, well, your Prelude to the Gobbler is all but done.
That's right now. Fritz holding on that 4th spot there. Berry goes to the inside here, trying to get back into the transfer spot. That 500 machine of Berry inside here, side by side, 2 to run for Fritz. Berry sitting there side by side still. Watch out for Mounts. Mounts still coming after as well. Cruz Caudell still your top spot. Kilgore, Ferguson, those 3 looking pretty going into this white flag.
Well, the white flag is set to fly here in D-Main competition. And it is still Caudell, Kilgore and Ferguson 1, 2 and 3 for the moment. Fritz in the 4th spot. White flag. Checkers coming out into 3, out of turn number 4. Your D main winner will be Cruz Caudell. 2nd will be Carl Kilgore, Chris Ferguson in third, and then Scott Fritz in position number 4. I'm just going to see if this will actually work. Okay, so they can't really see that. So for the moment, all we can do is, let's just make that a little smaller, move that up there. And I don't even think it'll show up the grid. No, it's not going to work properly on the grid. So let's do that. Let's go back. So James Stockton lines up from position number 1. Position number 2, Sheldon Oberle.
Position number 3, it's going to be Austin Hunter. To the outside, it's going to be Dylan Simmons.
Position number 5, Tristan Sykes and Ryan Stillwell lines up at a position number 6.
Starting in the 7th spot, it's going to be Lyndon Whitfield. To the outside, it's Jacob Todd in the 95.
And we go to Christopher Hill, starting in the 9th position in the 58. Gavin Basinga lines up at a position number 10.
Starting 11th, it's Paul Mulrain. And starting in the 11th spot, it's Charles Barnes.
Carl Kilgore rolls off at a position number 13. Position number 14 is going to be Cruz Cordell.
And then it's going to be Chris Ferguson in the 15th spot and Scott Fritz rounding out your C main starting grid.
Well, Alex, C main, 12 laps the distance. And again, top 4 moving to the back of tonight's B main. And then they'll have 14 laps where again the top 4 will go on to the back of the A main. So still a whole lot of racing left to happen.
A lot of racing here as this track looks to be feisty, especially for the C main and for the B main. Do not know if the water truck and they're going to rework the track. Not sure yet.
They will.
They will?
I've been told they're going to reset it in the warm-up. And they are going to let the drivers on the racetrack. Keep an eye on the 105 of Sheldon Oberle. 12 laps the distance. Here we go. Green flag is out tonight's C main. The prelude to the Gobbler.
Sheldon Oberle, James Stockton going side by side into turn number 1 and 2. Here, Dylan Simmons and Austin Hunter there. As now here comes Hunter. Hunter gives a little tap to Stockton saying, let's go. He's going to sneak up to the middle side, trying to make it a 3-wide battle here. But Oberle, Stockton get the run and give the lap number 1 to Sheldon Oberle.
3 wide for the race lead. Oberle, Hunter and Stockton wheel to wheel. The 33 of Dylan Simmons in 4th position. Have a look at how close your top 4 on screen. We're still 3 wide for the race lead. Austin Hunter looking for that elusive number 1 position. It's going to be Stockton leading lap number 2. Hunter in 2nd. Hunter now slides up in front of Oberle 2 by 2 as Oberle tucks in behind the 8 machine of Austin Hunter. And again, they go 2 rows of 2 by 2 down into turn number 3 and 4.
Hunter, Stockton, Oberle, Simmons. That's your top 4 right now. Watch Sykes there as well in the 5th spot. These 5 cars, close corner action here. 3 wide behind them there as Stillwell, Whitfield, and Caldell going at it here. Caldell right now in the A spot, now making 7th. He's come from the back here from that D main, looking to make the alphabet soup run, but Hunter, Oberle, Stockton, Simmons, Sykes still right there battling out for your transfer spots.
Cruz Cordell into position number 6 after starting position number 13, and right now is at a +7 as he moves to position 6. But again, we focus on this top 4 battle right now. Austin Hunter, Sheldon Oberle, they are running 1st and 2nd. James Stockton running in 3rd, along with Dylan Simmons in that 4th and final transfer position. Then you go back to Tristan Sykes in the 99 machine. Here comes Cordell. Look at him roll the inside of the racetrack. He's got a run on Sykes, looking for position number 5. We're going to be halfway home this time by 6 down and 6 to go. And here comes Cruz Cordell. The 55 is wheeling the machine on that bottom side.
Caldell right now in the 5th spot looking after Dylan Simmons here, trying to go to the inside. Simmons has a little problem here, trying to drift up track. Side by side they go almost 3 wide. Here comes Sykes now to the inside, making a 3-car battle here for that 4th spot. Caldell has him by a nose. Problems there for Stockton now. Stockton contact with Caldell. Caldell into the wall, upside down. We will go yellow.
Yeah, you can't park there. Cruz Cordell, you cannot park there. Oh my, what about the run and the heartbreak all in the space of a lap? Alex, you go to putting that 55 into a potential position to make the B main, and all of a sudden, half a lap later, the car in front of you, the Stockton entry, just hits the inside wall. Let me tell you, those walls don't move. If these people read the Power Plats presentation, they would know that the concrete walls don't move here on iRacing. And then all of a sudden, Cruz Cordell gets the worst of that one, gets fed from the inside, fed from the outside. There was contact and controversy, and unfortunately, he goes upside down. Now he finds himself back in pit road and been unable to finish off this C main.
You know what, though? He can take a lot of notes from what he's done in that D main and what he's done in this C main. And I'll tell you what, keep an eye on that 55 entry come next week, because he might have something to run for here as a little redemption run at Volusia come the Gobbler. And that 55, I think, might have a chance of parking it in the show.
Well, he'll have a whole week to practice and get that 55 ready as we are waiting for C main competition to resume here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Again, a big thank you to, of course, TyBTV, iRacing iFlag, Team Victory Lane Racing, and Majula C Speed Shop, and a whole list of other people and some sponsors behind the scenes that are making all this possible for not only tonight in the prelude to the Gobbler, but also the 14th annual Gobbler next week. There's been a lot of money being thrown at this Gobbler, and again, the question will remain all week. Can Dylan Hauser, can he make it a three-peat Gobbler victory next week? Seen him over the past probably 6 weeks in super late model competition, and he's looked just as good as ever. But the competition is going to be mighty, mighty tough all next week. And who will take out the 100 lap main event next week? We'll worry about that next week. Right now, we've got the C main to contest with just 4 laps remaining.
Austin Hunter, now your race leader here. That 8 machine comes into turn 1 and 2. Oberly Sykes, now Carl Kilgore. Remember, he's another one who's come from that D main. He's sitting in the 4 spot here, trying to hold on to a transfer spot. Whitfield there as Stillwell Barnes, also right behind Chris Ferguson. He's 4 spots away here as you see 3-4 wide. Car spun, saves it though, as there's problems on the bottom side. Chris Ferguson up to the 6th spot here. Caution flag is in the air.
I know it's getting to the last couple of laps, but Alex, the rules still state, as per the Power Plats presentation, those boys can't park there. Yeah, that's enough time for a good chat, Alex. Just a great chat. Gage Martinez, check out Team Victory Lane Racing on Facebook. I believe, I want to say that it'll be 8 o'clock Eastern for the prelim servers, and then of course the main event servers will follow that one. But just check out Team Victory Lane on Facebook. Again, a big thank you to all the people that have helped put on this wonderful event, and we thank each and every one of you fans for tuning in here tonight to Ultimate Dirt TV live across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. A very rare thank you for that follow on Twitch as well. Appreciate it. What time is it right now in Australia? 1:08 p.m. where I am right now. And it is on a Wednesday. So I am, if you're Eastern, I'm 16 hours ahead. If you're Central, I'm 17 hours ahead. And if you're West Coast, I'm probably about 3 weeks ahead.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right, it's the same over here. See, because I'm on the East Coast, Western Australians, they're like, I don't know, what feels like about 18 hours behind us.
Brett Wheeler, Evan C., Gage Martinez, Alex Bergeron, Howard Weaver, just to name a few guys who have already locked into an A main event. And wait, I said Howard Weaver locked into an A main, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he actually picked up a heat race win earlier tonight.
Our Beaver's going to start in the front rows. But the green flag is out here for your C-main. And guess what, Brett Wheeler? It's my favorite. It's a green-white checker, and they're going to go right to it. 3 wide, Sheldon Oberly, Carl Kilgore, Tristan Sykes going at it. Now here comes Oberly to the outside here of Austin Hunter. 4 cars battling it out. Whitfield, Todd, Stillwell. Those cars as well trying to make it in. White flag in the air.
1 to go in C-main competition. The 3 wide for the runner-up positions. It's still Austin Hunter leading the way down the back straightaway. Oberly looking to the outside. Kilgore from position number 14 up to position number 3. The checkered flag flies. Who will it be? Austin Hunter wins from Sheldon Oberly, Carl Kilgore, and Tristan Sykes going to get your top 4 positions in tonight's B main. Gage Martinez hit that nail on the head. Howard Weaver is weird. You're not wrong. As we get set for your B main, which will be contested over 14 laps. William Hargraves and Joshua Thomas in row 1.
Jesse Wall, Logan Romney, that's row number 2.
Richie Yost and Ryder Cantillo, row 3.
Row number 4, it's Jim Revis and Matthew Selby.
Brian Zimmerman and Clifford Bellamy, row 5.
Row number 6, it's Eric Eichstadt and Will Bridge.
Justin Smith will start up alongside Austin Hunter in row 7.
Row number 8, it's Carl Kilgore, Sheldon Oberly. And then Tristan Sykes rounds out your field here for the B main. And Brett Wheeler, the real question is, can Carl Kilgore run the whole soup tonight?
There's a good, you know what? There's a good possibility, Alex. There's a very good possibility. In fact, I'm just going to make this a little bit longer. Oh, that might be a little too long. First time I've heard that. There we go. That should at least cover the 24 starters in the A main later on tonight. So Kilgore's run the D. He's run the B. He starts 15th in the B. He's run the D and the C. He starts 15th in the B. Alex, can he get the job done? Can he make it top 4 for 14 laps?
I think if they even have 1 caution, Carl Kilgore has a good chance to make the A main.
All right. Well, let's find out. Drivers get the Wonder Green signal this time by. Again, a big thank you to everybody watching on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch feeds. And again, a big thank you to everybody tuned in over at the Team Victory Lane Racing Facebook page as well. Again, we've got all the chats open, so if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to let us know. Selena 52 Truck Stop checking in. Watching with Rodney and Danny. And, well, I hope you're watching. I hope you're enjoying the show. Green flag is out in tonight's B main. We're underway with William Hargraves, the 71, down into turn number 1 and 2.
You already see battle on for that 4-spot. Logan Romney now pulling to the outside of Jesse Wall. But you have Richie Yost, Jim Revis, Ryder Cantillo right there as well, trying to chase down that 4-spot, that 7 machine. Logan Romney holds on. William Hargraves leads lap number 1.
Hargraves, Thomas, Wall, Romney, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wall up on the inside now on Joshua Thomas. Again, they'll go door panel to door panel down into turn number 3 and 4. Richie Yost, meanwhile, sneaks up in the 29 machine to get by Logan Romney. And that'll put Logan Romney on the outside looking in. And now Richie Yost not done with just yet. He wants some more. He wants an insurance position or 2 as he tries to get by Thomas. They'll make contact. And here comes Romney looking back to the inside. Almost made it 3 wide.
Caution flag is out, and Brett Wheeler.
Hello.
I say, one caution. Carl Kilgore right now is up to 10th.
Oh, Jesus. I think he's got some speed. Actually, I think from memory, when Mortal Thunder ran their Street Stock Series, did he not win the race here at Volusia?
I'm pretty sure Carl Kilgore won almost every race, it felt like.
Safe to say he might be a street stock racer and nothing else?
I think it's safe to say.
Okay, righto. Yeah, there was a time where I actually went from and this is just purely in week 13. I want to say about 6 or 7 seasons ago, maybe it might even be a little bit longer than that. I went from just by running 3 tracks in particular: Charlotte, Eldora, and I'm trying to think what other one there was. Maybe a Limaland. I went from a little over 2300 iRacing, iRating to over 5k. I did 35 races in week 13, and I had 35 top 5s, and I want to say 28, maybe 29 of them were podiums. And then I got over street stocks. They were boring.
Brett Wheeler, I'll tell you what.
Hello.
Chris Ferguson might need to go to the race control trailer after the race for his post-race comments.
Uh-oh. What did he write? Hang on.
Chris Ferguson is my hero for those comments sometimes.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, if you're watching on UltimateDirtTV, he's typed in the VLR chat that admin sucks. I can't say that I agree with him. Well, Fergie, mate, you're more than welcome to join us in for some special comments. We can talk about your setup that you got and how long it took to get you. Oh, DJ and Dennis watching as well in from the Selena 52 truck stop as we go back to green flag action. It's still Hargraves leading the way, Wall in second, Thomas and Yost side by side on screen. Then you go back to Brian Zimmerman. That's your drivers inside the top 5. Bit of a gap back to position number 6, who happens to be Matthew Selby, who looks like he's somewhat holding the rest of the field up. But I'll tell you what, these street stocks, they're nice and slow, and we go yellow.
And guess who was right behind Matthew Selby, moved up 2 more spots, is Carl Kilgore. So, I said 1 caution, he had a chance. Now you get 2 cautions. Kilgore's throwing a restart in the 7th spot here. We'll be about halfway when we go back to the green flag. Brett Wheeler, I think that chance really went up.
Well, he's sitting in, what are we? Where is he? Kilgore. He's sitting in about 8th or 9th position, depending on what happens here and who gets penalised. That might put him up just a couple of more positions. Looks like he'll restart in position number 7, just behind the 46 of Matt Selby. But then don't forget, Alex, you got to keep an eye on and look at the drivers that are in front of him: William Hargraves, Jesse Wall, Joshua Thomas, Richie Yost, Brian Zimmerman, Matthew Selby. Yeah, they're not easy beats.
It's going to be a dogfight, I'll tell you that much.
So you're saying he's got a whole lot of bark about him?
I think his bite's bigger than his bark.
Ooh, well, yeah. Look, hey, just saying, I'm here all day. Here all day. Actually, I'd rather not be here all day. Actually, I actually want to go to. I want to go to the pools and get some hydrotherapy done. Or about that later. Green flag coming back out here in tonight's B main. The final chance to get into the A main for the Prelude to the Gobbler. Working lap number 6, so 5 down and 9 to go. Your race leader still William Hargraves, Jesse Wall, Joshua Thomas, Richie Yost, almost 3 wide. Keep it on that 21 just to the right of your screen. That's Carl Kilgore, who is looking to run the soup here tonight at Volusia.
As you see that 21 machine, he almost knocked them out. 2 for 1 stone there on the restart, but he drops back now. 3 wide going at it here. Wall, Thomas, and Yost. 3 wide, and then behind them you have 2 cars, and that's Zimmerman and Selby. Here we go. Transfer spot up for grabs. Here comes Zimmerman down to the inside. Zimmerman going to try and take that 4th spot from Wall, and does.
Vaseline 52 truck stop. I love the comment. Brian Zimmerman Started position number 9 and is now up to position number 4 in that double deuce machine. Selby sitting back there in position number 5, but again, it's the 5th spot where you don't want to be, because that will be bragging rights over 5th on back, because if you're not inside that top 4 as Richie Yost now looks to the outside on Joshua Thomas, working down the back straight away. 9 down, 5 laps left to run here in your last chance qualifier. B-main action, the Prelude to the Gobbler. Thanks to Team Victory Lane Racing and TyBTV. William Hargraves still your race leader. Yost gets by Thomas, and now here comes Zimmerman. He was starting to move up the lane to try and get by the 22 of Joshua Thomas.
Yost, Thomas, Zimmerman still hold on. 3 wide behind. Here comes the 21 now of Kilgore. Once again gets by Matthew Selby. Now going after Jesse Wall here in that 5th spot. Going to the inside, side by side they go. One of these cars trying to at least chase down that 00 of Brian Zimmerman. But William Hargraves, Richie Yost, Josh Thomas, those 3 are sitting comfortable right now as Yost and Hargraves sit 1 and 2. Here comes Wall and Kilgore after that 4 spot.
Kilgore up to position number 6. He's got Jesse Wall in front of him in that deuce machine. We've just got 2.5 to go. Here comes Yost challenging Hargraves for the race lead. And I'm going to say Richie Yost, he is a man on a mission right now. To the outside, to the race lead he goes. That was tight like a giraffe down into turn number 1 and 2, Alex.
You see 2 by 2 by 2 they go, and then there are 3 wide behind him as well. Yost, Hargraves going at it here. Thomas and Zimmerman going at it, and Wall and Kilgore going at it. Again, the action still has not let off since heat race number 1 here, as cars battling it out no matter what, but the white flag is out. Yost and Hargraves going at it here. Thomas now trying to sneak to the inside here. Hargraves runs up middle side. Here comes Thomas going to get to the back bumper of Hargraves. Here goes Yost, bottom side as well. All 4 cars go to the bottom side. Checkered flag is out. Richie Yost wins your B-main. Hargraves, Thomas, Zimmerman, your top 4.
Kilgore comes home in position number 5, Alex. He runs the D main to the C to the B, and then finds himself one spot shy of making it through to the main event. Again, we do apologize that we could not get the proper timing and scoring loop and the results and starting grid on screen. Again, there is an issue with SDK, and hopefully it will be rectified sooner rather than later, because not only do we have this, Steve McMillan has got another broadcast going on at the same time. But again, thank you for joining us here on UltimateDirtTV. Thank you for joining us here on Team Victory Lane Racing. Again, if you're out near Salina 52 truck stop, mention VLR and UDTV. Alex, free showers up until midnight Eastern.
What a giveaway, what a steal.
All you got to do, mention UDTV and VLR. It's not a bad way to get a free shower, but again, with the track being reset, not too sure how long these drivers will have on the racetrack. So what we might do is we might step aside here on UltimateDirtTV. We are going to do something different, and we are going to play the, if I can get it, I'm pretty sure it's this one. If I can figure out how long that is, 3 minutes 50 it is. So we're going to play Dirty Grass Soul with their song Cowboy.
Gasoline, ibuprofen, Gatorade, and nicotine. It's a vicious circle, spin around and round. It's the kind of combination puts you 6 feet down. I got 4-round Wranglers and a Pearl Snap shirt. I'm spitting out blood in the Texas dirt. This ain't no kind of living. Well, man with sense, but I ain't never been accused of watching on a fence. I'd rather ride on lightning than breathe into the night. won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Some dusty chaps, $48 and a Stetson hat. But there's 2 more rounds of rank bulls to ride, and I'll be worth a lot more when I leave tonight. But it ain't about money, it comes from deep inside. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Got a few from bulls and 2 or 3 from bars, but that's the price I paid for fighting through the pain. There ain't never been a pussy make the Hall of Fame. Come on. I ain't Jim Sharp, I ain't Chris Ledoux. I'm just a Carolina kid with an attitude. It was born to rock, born to ride, born to raise hell on a Friday night. I'd rather ride on light than fade into the night. So go and open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side. 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Yeah, I'm a cowboy.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste.
I'm the king of rock, there is none higher. Some MCs should call me sire. To blow my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Now we rock the party and go correct. All settle on time and rhyme connect. That's the right to flow and good elect. Another rapper can't stand it,
But give us respect.
I wanna rock.
Drivers, start your engines!
4, 3, 2, 1, green screen. Have no rear grip whatsoever. I'm sideways. Sideways everywhere. Come on, man. Do what you can.
The vibration in this car is the worst vibration that I've ever had, and the shifter's broken again.
about a boy named Tim. He grew up across town from where Tina did. Well, now they met in Gastonia on a Friday night. Man, that Earnhardt shirt fit her curves just right. So tell Master on a date to the Waffle House. Tina threw on her best flannel blouse. Over covered hash browns and country ham. Tim asked Tina if he could be her man. Well, they fell in love, so the story goes. He bought a half-carat diamond in a Walmart rose. Went to the courthouse and he proposed. They fell in love, so the story goes. Well, now things are great, they were so in love. They had a girl named Sissy and a boy named Bud.
Well, we are back here on UltimateDirtTV coverage of the prelude to the Gobbler. It is now time for your main event. Again, no starting grid coming up on screen because that's just not going to work. So, on the left-hand side, you can see your 24 drivers. Howard Weaver will start position number 1. Alex Bergeron will start position number 2.
Starting third, it's Evan C. in the 33. Starting fourth, it's Devin Morgan.
Position number 5, it's Keith Hackney. Position number 6, Davin Cardwell.
Seventh, it's Desmond Busby. Eighth, it's Tyler Jackson.
Position number 9, Dustin Hennigan. Position number 10, Cody Myers.
Starting 11th, it's Zane Yost. 12th, it's Lane Phillips.
13th will be Jordan Gage. Position number 14, Jay Kuckaby.
Starting 15th, it's Ethan Toder. 16th, it's Kyle Jarrett.
Joey Durbin will start 17th and Gerald Miller starts 18th.
Starting 19th, it's David Blackburn. 20th, it's Gage Martinez.
Richie Yost, your B main winner, will start 21st. William Hargraves will start position number 22.
23rd, it's Joshua Thomas. 24th, it is Brian Zimmerman.
Alex, are you ready?
I've been ready.
You've been ready.
All day, I've been ready for this.
Are you ready for the Gobbler next week?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, here we go. 50 laps on the board. The winner, it's a $600 purse for your top 10. The winner will have their choice at $100 or a free starting position in next week's Gobbler main event from position number 25. They can choose to decline the free starting spot and take the $100 and try and race their way in, or they can decline the $100. They can still race the Gobbler if they like and try and better their starting spot from 25th, or do you guarantee a Gobbler starting position at a chance at the big money next week? Pace truck will make its way infield. 50 laps on the board. The prelude to the Gobbler. Thanks to Team Victory Lane Racing. Thanks to TyBTV. We are green. The dirt street stocks around Volusia are underway. My pick, Evan C.
Oh, I'm picking Howard Weaver all day. The 07 started on the pole. This one here returns to his roots in the street stock division in one of the biggest races on iRacing, especially the biggest street stock race. Howard Weaver, lap number 1, goes to that 07 machine. Evan C., Devin Morgan, Keith Hackney in the mix there as well. Alex Bergeron drops back to 5th.
See Devin Morgan working side by side. You notice the top 3 all Team Victory Lane Racing cars. Weaver, C, Morgan, C on the inside. Morgan on the outside. Keith Hackney's moved to position number 4. Bergeron back to position number 5. We complete lap number 2 of this 50-lap journey. Again, we had the track reset where race control and give them a number of minutes to warm up on and try and bring this track back into racing, into a great racing facility. And right now, 3 laps in the books. And the top 3 are all Team Victory Lane Racing cars. But now look at Evan C to the inside. Morgan to the outside. He tried to force the issue. And Keith Hackney now looking to make it 3 wide. Trying to sneak a nose there between the VLR cars.
Caution flag out here as, man, oh man, we've been keeping an eye on this top 5, top 10. Howard Weaver, though. Brett Wheeler, when's the last time you could say Howard Weaver has led 4 laps?
Probably dirt track racing 2 days.
I was in middle school when that stuff was still was a big thing.
Well, oh, I'm sure I'm gonna cop a message about that one. That's all fun and games. It's all fun and games. It's nice to see him back up front, though. A couple of cars going back in the pits. Brian Zimmerman in that double deuce machine, double deuce or the double zero. Back on pit road. Yeah, it's been a bit. It's actually been quite some time since we've seen Howard Weaver be up the front and leading a main event in the Victory Lane Racing races, whether it's league racing or whether it's these one-off events, especially with the Gobbler coming up, the 14th annual running of the Gobbler. As we already said and mentioned, the winner of this race tonight, a chance at $100 in the back pocket and race their way into the Gobbler next week, or they can decline that $100 and they can automatically guarantee themselves a 25th starting position next week. But with that as well, Alex, if they decline the $100 and they take that free starting spot, they can still choose to race next week, knowing that they've got nothing to lose. But if they get through the heats and get through the qualifiers and the prelim main event, they can still better their starting position.
See, it'd be up in the air for me. I wouldn't know what to do until that checkered flag waves, and then yet it's going to be a flip of a coin because I don't know. But who would have known that Howard Weaver would be taking us back to the green flag here on the front row, goes to the bottom side here, 3 wide now already. Alex Bergeron clips the inside wall there as now Morgan and Hackney going at it side by side, trying to make it 3 wide again as Morgan and C go side by side. Bergeron going side by side with Davin Cardwell as 2 by 2 by 2 they go.
Still Weaver leading the race from C. Morgan. Hackney to the outside. Davin Cardwell moving up into position number 5 in the number 70 machine. We stay focused on the battle for positions number 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9, 10 are all there as well. The top probably 12 cars have just spread themselves out from 13th on back. So Alex, we've somewhat split the field so far in the early parts of this main event. We're 6.5 down, working on completing lap number 7, which means 43 to go for the 07 machine of Howard Weaver, getting a little nudge from behind from Evan C in the middle of turn number 3 and 4. Weaver C going to go around. Blame Alex.
Up. Caution flag is out as you see Bergeron involved there. C. Who else there? I think Hackney involved as well. A lot of problems there. Started all up front. Where'd Tyler Jackson come from is the real question, because now he's up there. I think he took big advantage there. A little bit of a miscue from the front.
Show you in a second. Position number 8, Alex. Tyler Jackson, position number 8. So I can tell you, big mover through the field. Tyler Jackson +5. Zane Yost from 11th to 4th +7. Jordan Gage 13th to 9th +4. William Hargraves 22nd to 12th +10. Joshua Thomas 23rd to 14th +9. Richie Yost in 16th from 21st +5. Gage Martinez +3 from 20th to 17th. Sprintcar Lover, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Unfortunately, we're street stock racing at the moment, but hey, appreciate the support. And I'm just going to say, I'm going to come back to this Tyler Burrow comment, that it was nice of these guys to sandbag so Howard Weaver could have the thrill of leading an A main here in Victory Lane Racing.
I like the comment before. What year is it? 2007? 17, sorry.
Yeah, no, you could go back to 2007. I'm pretty sure Dirt Track.
That's the reason. That's the reason the 07's on his car, because that's the last win Howard Weaver's.
Oh, that's his last day, man. Oh, okay. Oh, sit down. Spring Color, this is a prelude to the Gobbler race. Team Victory Lane Racing, TyBTV putting on their 14th annual running of the Gobbler, which will be dirt street stocks, 100 laps around Volusia. Again, winner of this one has a choice of $100 or a free A-main starting position in next week's Gobbler. Again, Dylan Houser's won the last 2 of those ones. We'll see if he can go 3 in a row, but still got to get through this prelim main event. Tyler Burrow saying that the slower car of Weaver moved up in the way of the faster Evan C.
Remember how I asked you, should Gage Martinez be a threat and be a favorite to win the Gobbler?
Yeah.
Where did he start?
20th.
Where is he now?
13th, plus 7.
I think he took those to heart, and he said, "You're darn right, I'm a threat to this one."
Sprint Car Lover, you need to check out Team Victory Lane on Facebook. I don't think there's any more spots for the Gobbler next week, but you can catch all the action right here on UltimateDirtTV and live across the TeamVLR.com Facebook page. We're back underway, 8 down, 42 to go. Your leader is Weaver from Morgan. Davin Caldwell sitting in 3rd position. Then you go back to Bergeron and Desmond Busby in that 82 machine. 3 wide there with Zane Yost trying to come through the middle. And have a look at this battle for the top 5, Alex. We go 3 wide down into turn 1 and 2 one more time.
There's Desmond Busby in the mix here. Alex Bergeron in that 6th spot. Tyler Jackson there looking to climb up once again. William Hargraves in that bright blue and orange checkered scheme. Right there as well in the top 10. Jordan Gage as well. But Howard Weaver has some company because here comes Devin Morgan.
Morgan. Can he get by Howard Weaver? He's closing in. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Morgan looking for the race lead. Works the inside of the racetrack. Howard Weaver. We all know how experienced he is, but how long can he stay up front for? I'm sure he would love to put all the doubters into the cone of silence and prove everybody that he can still win a race, no matter if it's in street stocks or, well, I was going to say bang bangers, but street stocks are pretty much bang bangers anyway, Alex.
Win's a win. And I guess who's on his track up front? Evan C. right now trying to make some moves as he was involved in that last caution. He is in 15th right now. Gage Martinez right with him, though, as well. There's Morgan. There's Caldwell. And you have Yost, Bergeron. That's your top 5 behind Howard Weaver, but 2 by 2 by 2, and then 3 wide as well in the mix here.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of side-by-side racing going on at the moment, especially towards the front of the field. Morgan, half a car up on the inside of Weaver. Weaver again. He's just carrying that momentum in that 07 machine. Morgan hits the inside wall. Devin Morgan, let me tell you, the wall doesn't move. Now here comes Zane Yost from position number 11. He's up to 2nd, plus 9 in 14 laps, Alex. And that ripple is really just bringing a wave of speed down the back straightaway.
Zane Yost showing some speed. Here comes Davin Cardwell. He gets a little too caught up in the fluff there. Opens the door for Morgan to get back up in front. Here comes Alex Bergeron. He's bringing William Hargraves with him here, trying to get by that 70 machine of Davin Cardwell. Here comes the 71 machine, though, to the inside of Alex Bergeron. Side by side, these two go. William Hargraves bottom side on Bergeron. Slides up. Avoids contact here. Bergeron retakes his spot.
From 22nd to position number 6 is that 71 machine of William Hargraves. Meanwhile, Morgan back to the inside now on Zane Yost. Yost still in the blue and white machine, working through the middle of the racetrack. Morgan on the inside. There's nothing in it. In fact, they make a little contact. We go 3 wide for the race lead. Weaver still leading it just by a nose down into turn number 1 and 2. But here comes Yost. Yost again from position number 11, plus 10 on the field already. And we're just 17 laps in, but here comes Weaver and Morgan. Back to the inside, 3 wide for the race lead one more time. Weaver, contact to the left rear quarter panel of Zane Yost. We stay green, no harm, no foul, and Zane Yost will now lead another lap.
At 07, Howard Weaver slid up a little too far that lap of prior and got into the fluff, and that's what cost him the race lead here. Zane Yost, caution flag is out. You know what? Mistake-free race went and gone. The 07 machine makes one slight mistake and it cost him the race lead.
It's ironic he led probably 17 laps of this feature event. And there's been a number of talks about, is this a throwback to 2017 or is it a throwback to his car number 2007, the last time that he picked up a win? So it's just, look, isn't it ironic?
I would love to see him get a podium. I would love to talk to Howard Weaver.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alex. If Howard Weaver podiums in this race tonight, I will let you do the honours of talking to him.
I would be honoured.
In fact, I am being told then, and I can tell you, I can't tell you the driver because I actually forgot who he was helping, but I can tell you actually Howard Weaver actually had a test session earlier today, NASCAR trucks at Knoxville with one-on-one, which probably helped him prepare himself for this race tonight.
Tell you what, if you can find any of those NASCARs around a dirt track, dirt cars should be simple.
I think Gage Martinez just come in. Gage, mate, why have you got your phone in driving? I mean, you've probably got enough time to check the broadcast while you're driving because these things are so slow, but he said 18 in and he's gassed. This is harder than Bang Bang is at Weaverts Valley.
I would be honored to speak to him too, because that's just a legend. Gage Martinez is a legend.
Here we go, back to green, 19 down, 31 remaining here at Volusia. Right now, it is Zane Yost into turn number 1 and 2. Morgan to the inside on Howard Weaver one more time into turn number 1 and 2. Then you go back to Cardwell. William Hargraves sitting in positions number 4 and 5. And again, Hargraves come from the 22nd starting position. He's up to position 5. Alex, there is more than enough time now that Hargraves, he's passed nearly a car a lap, but he's got more than enough time to now set his sights for the next 30 laps.
As yes, you see guys getting a little more patient here. Devin Morgan, though, still trying to get to the inside on Howard Weaver there. Weaver holds that cushion strong, holds on to the second spot. Zane Yost still your race leader here. Then it's Cardwell and Hargraves your top 5. Here comes Cardwell now to the inside, trying to get by Devin Morgan.
Cardwell from outside of row 3 finished second in the opening heat race of the night. Weaver into the side of Yost, and we're really showing that promptly the NASCAR truck session paid off, and now looking for the slide job into turn number 1 and 2. Cannot complete the pass. Here comes Morgan back to the inside on Weaver now. Morgan with a run. Will he have an opportunity to throw that slide job? No. He needs a little bit more speed and momentum in that 112 machine. Lap number 23 is in the books, just a couple of laps away, Alex, from half race distance.
As you saw, Devin Morgan said, forget there, no space. I'm going to throw it anyways. Now Weaver stuck in a 3-wide battle there with Tyler Jackson and William Hargraves. Howard Weaver holds on to the top side. Here comes Bergeron now trying to make it a 4-car battle up here for a top 5 spot. Hargraves drops back to 6th. Howard Weaver now up battling with Jackson. Side by side, they go 4 wide behind him.
What? Again, this racetrack, it's proven to be cherry ripe at the moment. Watching Weaver and Jackson wheel to wheel. Jackson in that gold machine. Meanwhile, change for the race lead. Devin Morgan will lead his first lap of the race, and it comes right at the half race distance. 25 down and 25 to go. Morgan, Yost, Cardwell 1, 2 and 3. Weaver and Jackson running down your top 5. Then you go back to William Hargraves. Richie Yost has moved up to position number 7 as he battles with Alex Bergeron. And Richie Yost, he started position number 22. At the moment, he is at a plus 13.
So you see there, Hargraves and Yost putting on a show here, so showing how quickly they can get by the competition here in your A main event. But Morgan, Yost, Cardwell, and Weaver, those 4 have stayed up there in the front most of this race, as Howard Weaver now trying to get by Cardwell here. Cardwell in that 3rd spot, as again 3 wide back there in the pack. That's still for a top 10 spot with Yost, Hennigan, and Hackney.
Yeah, Jordan Gage is there on the inside. Richie Yost is just in front of that 3 wide battle between Hennigan, Hackney, and Gage. Hackney was good at the start of this feature event, but now He was involved in an incident fighting, battling with Jordan Gage. That's your battle for a 10th and 11th. And you go back to Desmond Busby in 12th. Don't forget, Alex, top 10 is what pays out in tonight's feature event. And we are working on 21 laps remaining. And Devin Morgan in the 112 machine, keeping on Evan C as well. He's starting to make his way up through the field.
See who's right on the outside there, giving Evan C a run for his money. That's 69 of Gage Martinez as well. I wonder how long it will be till Gage is actually gassed and will not be able to continue this race here. But right now, giving Evan C a run for his money there in that 33 machine.
Now the Bang Banger Superstar Champion sitting in position number 15. Now make it 14th as he battles and drives past Evan C down into turn number 3 and 4. Another lap in the books for Devin Morgan, who now nearly opening up a 1 second advantage over Zanyo's Davin Cardwell. Well, you could almost say Davin Cardwell's holding up the competition, because have a look at the field right now. They are trying to go left, right, through the middle, anywhere where they can to get by the rest of the competition. But Cardwell just holding his line right through the slick part of the track. And I said it before earlier, Alex, earlier on in the night. Once this track gets a little slick, you'll see the drivers run the bottom, but it's not down complete on the bottom, but it's not mid-track. It's right in between those. It's probably a car or two width off.
And right now you see Howard Weaver trying to make a move there. A little contact made. 3 wide behind there as you see Jackson Hargraves Bergeron going at it. Bergeron where he feels most comfortable on this racetrack, the bottom side there. In that black and white car now gets by Richie Yost going into the 7th spot there. Jackson holds on to 5th right now, coming after Howard Weaver, bringing Hargraves with. Hargraves and Jackson, a little contact there, but side by side they stay.
Well, this is some great racing for around the top 5 positions right now. Jackson in the gold machine. That's CFM Esports 822 machine on the timing tower. Battling with William Hargraves again, who had to start deep in this main event. He's going to get turned around. He may have caught the left rear there of Howard Weaver. And well, maybe Hargraves learning a few things from Howard Weaver playing GTA yesterday. We're trying those pit maneuvers.
We got to keep an eye on that 33 machine. And I'll say it to Gage Martinez, because Gage Martinez has followed the 33. Both of them have moved up multiple spots now. Can they both get in the top 10 and get some cash out of this one here?
Possibly could. I mean, there's still enough time. There's going to be about 14 laps to go, because we'll go back to lap number 36. So, I mean, 14 laps. We've seen what Hargreaves did in the opening 15 to 20 laps. He put himself in about the 5th or 6th position. So, I mean, anything is possible, Alex. But as I said, this track is slickening off. So, the racing line is starting to become on the bottom side. But that's where people will start to sort of get adventurous and start to move around.
You remember just only a few months back, me and you were calling a sprint car race here, and a certain someone who was in this race with 15 laps left wrecked had to go back to 20th and passed 19 other cars to secure a win. That was that 12 machine of Alex Bergeron. So, like, again, anything can happen, and you got a little more than 15 laps here in these cars and a lot wider of a track. Things could get interesting very quickly.
Oh yeah, but these things are a lot different to sprint cars. These things are all momentum based, and everybody in what looks to be on somewhat of an equal playing field. I doubt anybody's going to come from that far back this late in the race. But hey, you know what? I could be wrong. I'd love to be proven wrong as the lights are out. 36 down. Alex, just 14 laps remaining in what was a B main distance earlier on tonight.
Selena 52 truck stop is cheering for Gage Martinez with the hashtag Weaver sucks. Howard Weaver trying to prove that, like you said, trying to prove the doubters wrong. Gets a good jump on the restart here. Goes to the outside. 3-4 wide they go already. As Howard Weaver trying to hold there. Got contact made once again. Opens the door. Jackson now gets to the inside. Here comes Hennigan now to the inside as well on Howard Weaver.
Dustin Hennigan, after starting position number 9, ran runner-up in heat race number 4. looking for a top 5 there, 3 wide. C on the outside. I think that was Gage who caught the inside wall, and Bergeron was through the middle of the racetrack. Look at them, 2 by 2 just to your right of screen. That is for outside. That's for 6, 7, 8 and 9. Meanwhile, Cardwell trying to get by Zane Yost for the runner-up position. We've got 12 laps left to run, so the 112 machine of Devin Morgan continues to lead the way from Zane Yost, Davin Cardwell, Tyler Jackson and Howard Weaver. I'm sure he is all sorts of gas. He's probably more gas than Gage Martinez running a bang-banger on a tacky track.
Howard Weaver, well, everyone said he's washed up. He's showing something here tonight. Howard Weaver in the top 5, but here comes Yost. Here comes that 33 machine of Evan C. into 7th and bring Alex Bergeron with him as well. Evan C., remember, picked up a pro win last night in the Sprint Cars. Alex Bergeron, a Pro Series champion multiple times, coming after Howard Weaver, Tyler Jackson, Richie Yost, as right now C tries to go to the inside of Richie Yost.
Boy, Evan C. down the back straight away in that number 33 machine just to your right of screen. The 29 of Richie Yost started 21st and is up to position number 6 plus 15. Jackson getting high, wide and handsome. We've got 9 laps left remaining here in tonight's A main event, the Prelude to the Gobbler, the Dirt Street Stocks. Weaver to position number 4, Jackson in 5th, but now for how long? Because here comes that 33 entry of Evan C. He has really been a man on a mission. Contact there with Tyler Jackson, the midway point of turn number 3 and 4. 8 laps left to run here in your main event, and Devin Morgan holds a commanding 0.8 of a second lead.
Evan C. now to the inside, gets into that top 5, past Tyler Jackson here. Evan C. that 33 now looking after that 07 of Howard Weaver. There's Davin Cardwell as well, sitting in the 3rd spot. So again, those top 2 there in Yost and Cardwell aren't far away enough from Weaver and C to be safe here for a podium finish, as Weaver, C, man on mission here. Tyler Jackson, he's sitting there comfy right now in that 6th spot, but he's looking for more.
Again, we take another lap in the books of this 50-lap main event. That is lap number 44 complete. Well, if you can't do math, 50 minus 44 gives us just 6. And that is all that was required. So 3 miles around this half-a-mile racetrack. It's now going to be 2.5 miles. The Palm coming out from behind the iRacing flag. When you see Evan C. throw a move there on Howard Weaver. 5 laps left to run. Weaver now getting past there by Tyler Jackson. Jackson moving back to position number 5.
Weaver now goes back to the inside here on Jackson. You see there is Yost. There's Hennigan right behind Howard Weaver as well. Weaver still trying to get back in the top 5 here. Tyler Jackson goes up top here. That top side has been costly for him early on tonight here, but there is Davin Cardwell going to the inside of Zane Yost, trying to get to that 2nd spot. But watch that 33 of Evan C.
Just 3.5 circuits remaining around Volusia, the Prelude to the Gobbler. Again, winner will have their choice at $100 or a guaranteed starting position. Just 3 circuits to go. Alex, 1.5 miles. I think it's safe to say, unless we see a yellow. Oh, Cardwell, there was some contact, and now Richie Yost moving Weaver up out of the way. Weaver into the wall. Evan C. back to a podium. 2 to go.
Evan C. in the 3rd spot now, as man, oh man, Howard Weaver drops out of the top 10 here. Devin Morgan now with 2 to run. Zane Yost has Evan C. right on the back bumper here. That 33 machine goes up top here. So does Zane Yost. Yost trying to hold everything he got. Here comes C, gonna go top side here. Both cars staying in line with each other. C gonna drift up the raceway now, trying to get some momentum. White flag in the air for the 112 of Devin Morgan.
Through turn number 1 and 2 goes the 112 machine for Team Victory Lane Racing of Devin Morgan. Down the back straight away. He is now 2 left-hand turns away from $100 or guaranteeing himself a starting position in the 14th running of the TyBTV Gobbler next week here at the Volusia Speedway Park. So Devin Morgan is victorious. Zane Yost in 2nd. Evan C. 3rd. Tyler Jackson in 4th, and Richie Yost at a plus 16 will come home in the 5th spot.
Dustin Hennigan in 6th, Davin Cardwell 7th, Alex Bergeron 8th, Gage Martinez in the 9th spot. Howard Weaver still takes home a top 10 spot.
11th will go to Ethan Toda, Jordan Gage in 12th, Desmond Busby in 13th, Cody Myers 14th, and 15th will be Gerald Miller.
William Hargraves finishes in the 16th spot. Kyle Jarrett in 17th. Joey Durbin, 18th. Joshua Thomas in 19th. And Keith Hackney rounds out the top 20.
Jay Kuckaby, along with David Blackburn, Lane Phillips, and Brian Zimmerman, will come home in positions number 21, 22, 23, and 24. So, our prelude to the Gobbler is done. We are going to wait for our top 3 drivers to make their way out of the virtual race cars and into the Discord, and we will chat to Devin Morgan, Zane Yost, and Evan C. Again, $600 purse here this evening. Just to run down your top 10 payouts will be $100 or a guaranteed spot in the Gobbler 100 feature event. Second place will be $80. Third place will be $70. Fourth place, $65. Fifth place will be $60. $55 for sixth. $50 for seventh. $45 for eighth. $40 for ninth. And $35 for position number 10. $600 purse. So well done to Devin Morgan, Zane Yost, and Evan C. And Alex, that just puts us... That's just basically the tip of the iceberg. Mouth-watering, getting ready for next week. But we're going to go trackside, ladies and gentlemen, and we will chat to your top 3 here tonight. And tell you what, we'll go from back to front. We'll chat to the driver that comes home in third place tonight is the 33 of Evan C. Evan, congratulations on third place. You picked yourself up $70 tonight. It's not bad after a win in the Sprintcars last night. And by the way, congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, not a bad race at all. We definitely had the speed and just kind of racing to on lap 2 or 5, whatever that was. And unfortunate that we had to go to the back and get a new car. But I mean, it was fast enough to be able to come up through the field. And I feel like we was one of the few that was able to pass and had the speed to maneuver around and pass. And so that was definitely good. And I'm definitely looking forward to next week.
Mate, what do you take out of this tonight, and knowing you've got the big one next week?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of paid attention to how the track's looked off and what lanes are fast. I mean, it seemed like it was pretty hard to see in the back, so people weren't really trying to slide up that far in the back compared to the front. I mean, just you could not see the top of the track with all the dust blowing. So once I got to the kind of clear track, I'd run my own line, but I mean, definitely, track position is going to be key, and it did seem like you could pass if he was fast. So, it was definitely nice.
Mate, congratulations on third place. Congratulations on $70, and no doubt you've got a whole list of sponsors and a lot of wonderful people behind the scenes that make this possible for you to run here each and every night.
Yeah, just got to thank everybody at TeamVLR, CFME Sports. Agility Speed Shop at Tactory Defense, Captain Morgan, Bighorn Taxidermy, Toter's Island Frenchies, and thank you guys for broadcasting for us tonight, and hopefully we can get one next week.
All right, there we go. Evan C. home in third place. Alex Robinson caught up with our runner-up of Zane Yost.
And coming home in second spot tonight, it's Zane Yost, and man, oh man, talk about having a real good night against some of the best in the business.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's definitely exciting to see how much speed we have here at Too Fast Sim Motorsports. So, yeah, I haven't tested that much for this, so it's definitely a good base of where we're at, where our speed is. Definitely got to catch Evan and Devin Morgan. They got their stuff hooked up.
Well, now you got, again, some learning experience here, but now, how do you feel about this track? Slicked off very well, but very racy here, and you had some battles there throughout, 3 wide, 4 wide, battling with even Howard Weaver up there in the front, but how did the track turn out after that reset?
Actually, it turned out better than I thought. For a second, I thought it was going to be a one-lane train, but it ended up being a pretty good racy service.
We know you got a lot of great sponsors to thank here for a great run tonight. Who do you got to thank?
Definitely, first and foremost, got to thank you guys for putting this deal on, and thanks to Brett for broadcasting this stuff and giving us a place to race. I got to thank Too Fast Motorsports. We haven't put in hard work, but in enough work, I guess. I got to thank 2BR, Yost Racing, Sant'Angelo Lake House, Jim Emery, Zach Bunning Graphics. I got to thank Tubbs at Milliner and Milliner Media and Designs for the sick wrap. That's about it. Got to thank definitely my team for putting in the work a little bit. Been trying to find some speed.
That is your second place finisher here tonight, Zane Yost.
Right, well, let's go down to Victory Lane and chat to a driver who the big question will be asked, but your winner for the Prelude to the Gobbler is Devin Morgan. Devin, first of all, mate, congratulations on the victory. You must be happy about this result.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely happy about it. We got a really good car here, so I'm looking forward to next week.
Mate, first of all, the question to be asked, and $100 or a guaranteed starting spot in next week's main event. What are you taking?
I'm gonna take the $100. I know we got a good enough car that making the show shouldn't be a struggle next week. So I'm gonna take the money.
Mate, tonight you had this 112 machine figured out, and after a track reset, it looked like the track played into your hands perfectly.
Yeah, that track reset had me a little bit worried. Because in the tacky we were a little bit freer, and I tightened it up because I want to be good at the end, and I think I could have went a little bit farther, but at the start there I was way too tight. I couldn't really charge the corner like I wanted to. I was trying to make passes, and really the entire race it stayed kind of one lane. You had to really get rough with somebody to make a pass, as you saw with Yost, which Yost seems to be pretty all right with it because. He understands that's the only way you can really make a pass. It's just kind of park it on someone's nose or door them. And I try to make it as clean as possible, but it's just it's so hard here in the street stocks. I wish we could have went to Volusia or somewhere like that. I mean, not Volusia, my bad. That's where we're at. I wish we could have went to Knoxville or somewhere so the racing would have been better. But, we're stuck with this, and we're going to make the most of it.
Mate, now... Obviously, I'm being told that after you actually did that track reset, I was told that there was a few little slight adjustments coming in from your mother, whose mechanical knowledge certainly gave you an advantage here tonight.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's what you're going to give us. All right, well, I'll tell you what, mate, we'll leave it at that. Congratulations on $100. We certainly look forward to you running the Gobbler next week and hopefully walking away with a fair chunk of the lion's share of prize money next week. Devin, before we let you go, of course, sponsors on this race car, people behind the scenes who makes this possible for you.
Yeah, I got to thank my mom, my dad, MP and marketing, Wiley X Classes. I got to thank Evan C, TeamVLR. I worked on my own stuff all week, and Evan worked on his own stuff. And I think we have a pretty good balance between us two, and have the speed. I gotta thank Tac 3 Defense. I gotta thank Team VLR for putting on this event, and I gotta thank y'all for broadcasting as always. And Big Horn Taxidermy.
All right, buddy. Well done on the win. Well done on $100, and we look forward to seeing you race at the Gobbler next week. Well done, Devin.
Thank you.
There we go, Alex. Your top three done and dusted. And the question has been answered. Devin Morgan, he's taken the $100. He's certainly shown that he has got the speed to make it through next week. But next week is just a whole different ball game. You've got two servers, 60 cars in each service to determine your 24 starters in the TyBTV 14th annual TeamVLR.com Gobbler.
It's going to be a great one. I cannot wait to see who comes home with money. And you know what? Two servers, big race. It's already got the big race feel. It's only a week away. Got the big race feel. And Brett Wheeler, I can't wait to call all the action with you.
Yeah, we'll have all the action right here on UltimateDirtTV. We'll have coverage of hopefully both servers. I believe that's the way that things are planning out. We'll have coverage of both servers. And then, of course, we'll have coverage of the main event server. It'll happen all next Tuesday night right here on UltimateDirtTV and, of course, on the Team Victory Lane Facebook page. But until then, a big thank you to the sponsors that made this possible here tonight. Of course, TyBTV, Majula C, Speed Shop, Team Victory Lane Racing, iRacing, iFlags, and everybody else behind the scenes that made this possible. Until then, on behalf of the team here at UltimateDirtTV and the management behind the scenes, on behalf of Alex Robinson, I'm Brett Wheeler, signing off, saying good night. We'll see you back tomorrow night.
Gasoline, ibuprofen, Gatorade, and nicotine. It's a vicious circle, spin around and round. It's a kind of combination, put you 6 feet down. I got 4-ounce Wranglers and a pearl snap shirt. I'm spitting out blood in the Texas dirt. This ain't no kind of living, well man with sense, but I ain't never been accused of watching on a fence. I'd rather ride on lightning than breathe into the night. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Some dusty chaps, $48 and a Stetson hat. But there's 2 more rounds of rank bulls to ride, and I'll be worth a lot more when I leave tonight. But it ain't about money, it comes from deep inside. So won't you open up the gate and I'ma see you on the other side? 'Cause I'm a cowboy. Got a few from bulls and 2 or 3 from bars, but that's the price I pay for fighting through the pain. There ain't never been a pussy make the Hall of Fame. Come on. Ain't Jim Sharp, I ain't Chris the Do. I'm just a Carolina kid with